Oh no, I didn't test it. Now it's fully broken. It'll change any minute. It'll go away. There we go. What a professional launch. It's because my send a parcel system downstairs broken, so I came back in last minute. Yeah.
Send a parcel.
Yeah, so when people order things on the website, we have to go pick and pack it. There's a whole digital process, and it's broken.
Oh.
So I was trying to fix it, and I got up here at 29 minutes past to do the show.
Nice.
So, hey, sorry about that. Welcome back to the channel, you wonderful humans, on this beautiful Tuesday. Well, I think it's beautiful. Joe hates it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hot. I hate it. Like yesterday, I did finish the models, but like painting is slow.
That's fine. I get it.
Like it's
You
hot.
don't live in an air-conditioned house. I understand. It's not a problem.
Grim.
It is currently 32 degrees down here on the south coast of the UK. 36 supposedly tomorrow. Can't fucking wait. I love this weather. Joe hates it. I think it's fucking beautiful. I mean, I was able to come over on my bicyclette. Super happy.
I think everywhere I've kind of lived, like, it's been like relatively like windy, quite breezy. But like now, not less breeze, less wind. Horrible.
Poor old Jojo Beans. He doesn't sound energetic.
I hate it. Like when I go to the toilet, right, and obviously UK houses not air conditioned, so it's just like a little hot box.
Yeah.
So you're just sat on the toilet sweating.
Yeah. You do that anyway, don't you?
No, I'm not that unhealthy that just sitting still makes me sweat. But it's like hot, it's so hot and uncomfortable. You know, there's a lot of trousers and pants off poos in my house.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Shirt off poo.
Shirt off. Just full naked baby.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm here for it, chat. I love it to bits. I think it's great. I'm sad that we're inside when I could be out in the sunshine, but we have to do a show for you wonderful people. Otherwise, I would just be sat out in the sun constantly because I fucking adore it.
Some schools, a lot of the schools in my area, in the Shaftesbury area, like they're closing at 12.
Yeah, it's happening here as well.
Yeah.
It's happening down this way. I'm not complaining about it. I love it. I'm complaining about being inside for it. That being said, Joe has got a top on in here because we are in fact air conditioned in the studio. So that is in fact lucky for him. Thank you so much for all you wonderful people who came and visited us over the weekend at the Hobby Horse, who came and hung out for our 11th edition launch event, who got taught by Paddy, who got to play some games, who got to build some models, who got to see Armageddon painted.
Paddy was in his element, wasn't he?
Paddy was excellent.
You could see he's had training.
Yeah.
In like teaching and group talking and stuff.
Yeah. He loved it. He was fucking mad for it. It was really, really good. And we have a full set of Armageddon in the shop downstairs. If you did want to come in and learn the edition, you can come in. You need to give me a shout, though, because Toby doesn't understand the rules of 11th edition yet. He'll learn at some point, but currently he doesn't know them. So you'll need me to come and teach you. I'm more than happy to do that. Just make sure you let me know so we can make sure our calendars align. But thank you for everyone who did join us, and hopefully everybody who ordered an Armageddon box from us got theirs on the Saturday in a timely manner. Fingers crossed, anyway. If you haven't already, please make sure you smash all those magical YouTube buttons for us. Hit the like button if you enjoy our content. Smash subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that button notification icon if you want to be notified when we go live in the future. And if you want to support us, really support us, and I mean really support us, you can become a member, gift memberships or super chat.
Yeah.
They are the best ways of doing that. Some people have already started gifting. I missed Friday's show because of 11th edition launch weekend, so that's sad. And we're actually missing tonight's show as well because Tom says he's got flu, but maybe he just also enjoys the sunny weather.
No, I spoke to him last night. He sounds pretty rough.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He shouldn't go around licking toilet seats, should he?
Too much kissing. He was out on Friday night. I thought it's just because, like, obviously he's getting older now. And
He's like 26 or something.
I know, but he's, he's starting to experience, like, when you're like 18 to like 24, hangovers are like fine.
Yeah.
Like, you just work through them. As you get older, it's more difficult to deal with a hangover. And I'm like, maybe he's just like, this is what, like a 4-day hangover. But no, I spoke to him last night. I think he's pretty rough.
So if we could, in fact, do 250 members today on the Liam and Joe show, that'd be amazing. Right, Joe?
Yeah.
I believe in him. There's 200 people watching right now. If every single person gifts a membership, we're pretty much there. The other bonus, of course, with there being no game tonight because Tom is now poorly and the only 2 other people available is Joe and I, the other bonus is the England football kick-off tonight, I think at 9 p.m. UK time.
Yeah.
And so you're not torn now about, do I watch the football or do I watch 40k? You can go and watch the England football game.
Just send the money that you would have paid on the stream to the PayPal.
You can do that too. That's another option.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark PayPal. But gifting is the best way. And we get to say thank you to people like Cornet Ed. Thank you for 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Cornet Ed. I hope that in this weather, due to a packaging, it's supposed to go to your neighbour, but it comes to you. They send you one of those inflatable jacuzzis.
Oh, nice.
Just pretend it never arrived.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Come to the door in your swimming trunks with a big coconut drink. No jacuzzi here.
And then thank you, Evan Manello, for 6 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Evan.
A random number.
I hope that you get one of those like a self-cooling waterbed.
Oh. I've never had a waterbed. I've never led on a waterbed. Have you led on a waterbed, Joe?
I have.
Is it weird? Is it like an airbed? Do you feel the sloshing around inside?
It's like an airbed, but like you don't feel like there's a certain level of distrust in an airbed. Right? Like when you move on it, it's super loud. You can always feel the floor through it, or it's so hard, it's like sleeping on a brick. Yeah. Whereas a waterbed's quite nice. There's like a comfort to it. But I'd say it's much nicer than an airbed.
Okay. And thank you, Luke Pyle, for the one. So the reason why we're not a Liam and Joe show today, the topic for today's chat, especially considering the glorious weather outside, is the fact that on Friday, the stream time is moving. Why is the stream time moving, I hear you ask? Well, because Games Workshop are doing a big summer reveal, and they're doing that at 7 p.m. British Summer Time, BST, 7 p.m, which means I'll go live about 10 to 7, and we'll do a watch-along, and we'll watch it live. And there's a cool little video. It's actually an alright little video. It's one of the better kind of previewy videos that they've done. That's on the Warcon page right now.
I'd say there's less. Like it's not like the previous ones. They're just they were crammed through with like loads of little
Easter eggs,
and guesses and stuff.
Yeah,
but I feel like after my rant about the last one, they were like, we'll just do this one a bit more chill.
It is a bit more chill. It's I think it's well done for a change.
Yeah, it's nice. I think it's cool.
But they talk about lots of shit coming. And obviously 40k is coming as well. It'd be interesting to see how much of a part 40k plays in it, because they kind of play it down to start with. They're kind of like, well, 11th edition happened, now there's nothing else to do.
Well, it's going to be Orcs and Space Marines, isn't it?
You reckon?
Yeah.
You don't think there'll be anything else apart from Orcs?
For 40k, I think it'll be Orcs and Space Marines.
Do you think we'll see any Warhammer 40k models?
I reckon so.
You reckon?
Because I reckon we'll see 40k models, because one of those 2 armies is going to be here within a month, I reckon. If we don't get anything by the end of next month, I'll be amazed.
So you think we will see 40k models on this stream on Friday?
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you think they'll be for Space Marines and Orcs? Or do you think it'll be something else?
I think it'll be Space Marines and Orcs, and then they'll probably talk about this campaign and which one's coming first.
I wonder if it's too early for them to show off the multi-parts of the push-fit models in the box. I think it probably is.
I think so. Well, I don't know, because if they're like, in a month's time, you'll get it. I reckon we'll know, by then this Friday, we'll know which codex is coming and what models are coming.
Thank you so much, Tank, for 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Tank.
And we'll try and catch them as we go today.
I hope that you have a massive glass bottom to your house, which is just filled with loads of guinea pigs. It's like a massive guinea pig terrarium.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, I guess. I was thinking about this today. I was thinking about this literally yesterday, actually, when they talked about this big announcement. And I was like, is it too soon to see the multi-part Vanguard vets? And because I'm not the only person. I've spoken to a fair few people that have said, don't really want the Space Marine half because I can't put my chapter-specific shoulder pads on them. I thought I was probably being a bit snobbish and in the minority, and I probably am overall in the minority, but apparently there's a lot of people that are the same, that want to put their shoulder pads on. But then if there's Armageddon boxes still to be sold out there, we've still got a handful in stock here, which we might be putting on the website
Well, I think
soon.
like after like the first couple of weeks, it'll go to like sell them while you got them kind of thing, because that's what tends to happen after like the first 2 weeks. They kind of calm down about it, and then they're just like on to the next thing.
It does feel very belt fed, doesn't it?
Well, it has to be, because like they sell.
Do you think the release rate's too much?
No.
Why?
Because
I think it is.
Yeah, but we think it is because we literally are submerged in it. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
And we have to find things to talk about every day. Well, like so we're like, what are we going to talk about? Oh, what's this release? What's this release? Whereas if you only play 40k, there's only 40k releases realistically once a month, maybe twice a month, and they're not huge, right? You know, like Old World gets a release every 3 months. Kill Team gets a release every 3 months. But like like Games Workshop has so many game systems. It's actually quite. It seems really tight because there's a release every weekend, but more often than not, the average player doesn't care about the weekly releases. They'll go on a Sunday, but what's going on?
I do wonder if my perception is skewed because we obviously I do the weekly phone call now. We place our orders for all the pre-orders, and I think we've had 1 week where there's no pre-orders so far. So we've been trading and we've been on calls with GW since January, maybe mid-January.
Yeah.
And since then, 1 weekend where there hasn't been a preview.
So if you only play Dark Angels, right?
Yeah.
You're a Dark Angels player. Since obviously Armageddon has just launched,
which is sort of relevant.
Because all that stuff is usable in a Dark Angels army. You've got Green Wing, Death Wing, and Raven Wing in one box, right?
Yeah.
So, what release before this was the last Dark Angels release?
Inner Circle Companions?
Yeah.
Or anything else, generic Space Marine that happened in between.
But what was like
I don't know.
You had normal Terminators.
They were pre-Inner Circle Companions, weren't they?
They're not new Assault Terminators.
Assault Terminators are post.
Yeah, but they were like
normal Terminators
6 months ago.
Yeah,
maybe longer.
Yeah. I'm guessing. I don't know the Space Marine releases all that well, but yeah.
Like, in terms of generic Space Marine releases, there haven't been that many.
It seems, to be honest with you, it seems like I'm the minority here, and chat are kind of agreeing. Like with most people who focus on 1 to 2 armies, actually the release rate 1 to 2 armies and maybe 1 or 2 systems, the release rate's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
it just feel like, and again, I think my view is probably quite skewed with the trade contract because we're every single week here's all this new stuff. How many do you want?
Yeah.
Here's all this new stuff. How many do you want? And we kind of have to guess how many of our audience are going to, how many of our customers.
As a shop owner, that's good though. You want new releases every week because there is something for everyone all the time. You don't want to have like a 2-3 week period where nothing gets released because people are like, they lose the enthusiasm.
Yeah, I guess. There is some stuff that got me enthusiastic about this reveal though that isn't even 40k related. So there's a couple of things they said that I want to draw attention to. The first one that I want to draw attention to is that new army in Age of Sigmar. Do we know what that is? Is there a rumour about that yet?
So there's a couple rumours floating around. One, it's new ogres.
Okay.
Because ogres haven't had a new kit outside of Underworlds and Warcry. And those were like literally a single model and a couple like Noblars.
Noblar.
There's ogres haven't had a release since actual Old World.
Really?
Yeah. They got all the
as in like 8th edition fantasy?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So all that the guys
10 years ago.
The guys riding the big the big mammoths and stuff.
Yeah.
You're looking
the
at
stone horns.
Yeah, you're like at 12, 13 years ago.
I love those stone horns as well.
Right.
I didn't realise they were that old.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've got generic dwarfs. as Blackfired Prod says, which would be cool because there's no generic dwarfs in Age of Sigmar at the moment, and that's what's missing.
The Chaos Dwarves are cool though.
The Chaos Dwarves are cool. I kind of want an army of the. After Beachhead, I was looking at some of the Chaos Dwarfs that are like around, and I was like, the Minotaur models specifically are beautiful.
Yeah, they are. I have the original army box.
Yeah, and
so you can do those.
And then, I've got my 2,000 point Stormcast army. I just need to build it and paint it now, which I'm very excited for. And then, there's Dark Elves.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was something else as well.
I do think, however, in my personal opinion,
Dark Elves.
This is just me, chat, right? So I'm struggling at the moment. I having spent a weekend with people learning the game and stuff as well. I'm struggling this week. I'm struggling at the moment with anything that I think will pull me away from 40k right now. And I know it's new edition and it's hype, and Joe and I go through this cycle where we both go, "This is the best thing ever," and then in 6 months we might be moaning. I just don't see it happening this time round. I really don't, and I'm like, okay, so there could be this super sexy new dark elf AOS army, and I'm an elf fan, as we all know. And then I'll be like, yeah, but I could just make Blood Angels, or I could just play Emperor's Children, and that's kind of where I'm at the moment.
That's good though.
I think it is, yeah. But then I really want to get into Heresy, and they mentioned about there's all those extra models for Heresy. I'd like to know what the fuck that's going to be.
I'm interested because I've kind of like all the stuff that I'd reserved for White Scars for 40k has now basically it's all been painted, it's base coated all for Raven Wing. So the hope is that when Raven Wing comes out, I can just smash a Raven Wing army out super quick, right?
Super quick.
And I think if I was going to do Heresy now, I want to do White Scars because I've got loads of White Scars shoulder pads. I've got loads of White Scars heads. The new Mark IVs look beautiful, really nice. But what I want to get is loads of bikes and speeders.
Yeah, okay.
For White Scars would be cool.
Is there anything that we're due for Heresy that we haven't yet seen convert to plastic or?
So you've got Legion specific units.
Oh please.
So there's.
Oh my! To be fair though, if they start doing Legion specific units in plastic, I am in fucking real danger.
So there is a rumor floating. There was a rumor floating around for ages that we're going to get new Justair and new Abaddon, and I was like, I see.
They're trying to hook Joe in.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Back when Chaos Turtles were good.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome. You've got the new Spartan. The Spartan with the heavy bow has already been released, I think. It might have already come out.
Maybe.
But yeah, and like Legion specific stuff in plastic is desperately needed. Like all the Sons of Horror stuff is teeny weeny. It's tiny. The Emperor's Children stuff is really small.
Yeah. They've said about so I want to do Blood Angels, but I don't want to touch resin.
The Blood Angel stuff's quite good.
But then there's some people in chat said this. There is rumours that it will be Custodes, the remainder, Telemon, and stuff like that.
Yeah, there are gaps in the Custodes line now.
What's left for Custodes that's resin? They've got the Sagittar with the pistols, and they've got the Telemon. I don't know what else.
What they called the Sagittarum.
Yeah, with the guns, and then they've got the jumpy dudes with the pistols. The Venatari that don't have the spears but have the pistols.
But they come in this. I thought they were in the same kit, weren't they?
Are they? Oh yeah, they are actually. Yeah,
they've got a buckler and a pistol.
Yeah. So you've got Sagittarium Custodes, so Custodes with bolt guns, essentially heavy bolters, and you've got the Telemon. I don't know what else there is. I don't think we'll see the Orion or anything like that in plastic. That'd be mental.
No. The Terminators. The Aquilons.
The Aquilons, yeah. Maybe.
I love those Terminators.
Yeah.
I want to see.
And the Palace Grav tank.
Oh yeah, the little baby tank.
Yeah.
And bikes. Dildo bikes.
Paddy likes Custodes bikes right now.
I feel so sorry for his opponent on Saturday. Like,
Craig?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Craig.
Craig was like, oh, I've got
Astraeus.
an Astraeus, and Paddy was like, yeah, let's have a really good, fun game. Let's just have a real good, fun, silly game. And Paddy basically tabled it.
He basically goaded him into taking the Astraeus. He's like, yeah, take the Astraeus. Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And he went, by the way, here's my Meta Custodes army.
And I'm just like,
such a twat.
Only
such a twat.
It's just like the problem is Paddy doesn't know how to turn it off. His idea of as a fun game is him smashing someone into half an hour and going home.
Yeah.
You know? That's streamlined.
Paddy has
Warhammer.
decided and discovered, chat, that custodian bikers in the new edition with the new Take to the Skies rule are a bit good.
Yeah.
And so he thought he was playing Joe on Saturday and came up here and was telling me about his custodian list, and he had 3 units of 3 custodian jet bikes with 3 shield captains on jet bikes leading all of them, and then filled the rest out essentially with Sisters of Silence to do actions and stuff.
I was planning on playing Paddy, and then Dan turned up.
Yeah.
So I was hoping to go to Dan's house afterwards, but he just came here, and he gave me a lot of stuff. And I was like, I should probably play you.
Oh, did he?
It was one of those like play you.
Thank you.
As a thank you.
Yeah. I love Dan.
And then I was hoping to play Paddy afterwards, but Paddy just went home early. He was like, I've tabled this guy. I feel great. You know, I'm done. Not horny anymore. Got it out of my system. And then went home.
He played Tom with the same list on Sunday as well. With Orcs, and Tom beat him.
Really?
Yeah.
So that list will be dead to Paddy. Shit. It's just lost. Lost to Orcs.
You know? Fucking bin.
Yeah.
So I guess it could be custodian stuff for Heresy, which I'm kind of into as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm currently building my custodian dreadnoughts. But I just and then they talk about other game systems, and I'm like,
I really want to get into Necromunda.
Do you? So there is a rumor going around.
Yeah.
There is a rumor going around that I have heard, third or fourth hand, that currently everybody at Warhammer World is playing Mordheim. That's the rumor. And that I could be in real danger of.
So narratively, I've been banging this drum since November.
You have.
Right.
Mordheim is definitely a system I could get into.
So currently, the narrative is the war in Cathay.
Yeah.
Right. Narratively, after that, the Chaos Host pushes down to Kislev, and you have the War of Prague. Right.
And we think Kislev is coming.
Kislev. The rumors I've heard is Kislev is done.
Oh, really?
It's finished. Like,
really?
It's all made and done. They just hasn't got released yet. So the Siege of Prague is the next narrative step, which does then include Luther Van Huss, who's like the lead priest man. He's the one that leads the Empire Crusade, but also would then include Teclis. That's where he first turns up as well, which would be new high elves. Right. All right.
If they do plastic high elves, we might become an old world channel.
And then after that is when the meteorite lands, which destroys Mordheim, the city of Mordheim. And that's when you get the game Mordheim, but you also get Skaven.
If we get Mordheim, I hope it's AOS Mordheim, like in actual AOS setting, not the old world. That'd kill any interest. So I'm the complete opposite, like man. If it's AOS Mordheim, I'm not interested.
If it is classic Mordheim, I think they will. It's just print money, right?
Yeah, I think if they do AOS Mordheim, it doesn't make as much money. I think if they do classic Mordheim, it probably flies. I can't. That would have me in real danger, and that's essentially Necromunda, right? But in fantasy.
Yeah, I love it. I've got the rules at home. I used to play it with boxing.
What more time?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. We I had a great chaos team, and he was running a high elf one, but then we stopped playing because I won all the time. Basically, I just had a Chaos Lord with a Morning Star that was just wrecking everyone, and he was like, "I can't kill him anymore. I'm done."
It's interesting.
Great game. But when you look at if you join, because I've joined a lot of More Time groups on like social media, a lot of people that play More Time use Age of Sigmar models because they are just nicer.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people in Old World are currently doing that as well.
Yeah,
they're buying AOS models and putting them on square bases, which Games Workshop ultimately won't care because they're selling models.
Yeah.
So,
and the great thing about More Time is you can play it in like most fantasy settings. So you could play it in a city, you could play it in dungeons, you could play it in a jungle, like you could play it on a farm. It's like it is great. It's really good, and also there's so much stuff to it that's really like customizable, and you can really go crazy with themes as well. You also get Carnival of Chaos, which was a great More Time team, which was a traveling circus, but it was like Nurgle tainted. It was great. You had like Nurglings, like little jesters and stuff.
I'm not really bothered by Nurgle.
It's great.
To be fair, I like Death Guard, but
Adrian of Titans fame made a really nice Carnival Chaos AOS army.
Really?
Yeah. Check it out.
I'm plastic high elves new plastic high elves for Oddworld or More Time. Both those things have me in a bit of danger there, if that's what they showcase. There is also Kill Team coming. I seen someone in chat already said that the rumor for Kill Team is it's Exodites. I don't know if I think that will or won't be Exodites. I think we've already got Kill Team wise. We've already got Striking Scorpions.
I do think the Anrath, the Corsairs. I feel like we're missing part of that range.
You reckon?
Well,
I don't see Exodites happening ever, to be honest.
Space dinosaurs.
Yeah, elves riding space dinosaurs. I just don't see it happening. Do I think the concept's cool? Yeah. Would I like to see it? Of course. Do I think they'll do it? No, I don't.
I think it has to be really tastefully done. Right. I think you'll get stuff like the Raptor Riders. Everyone used to convert Eldar on Cold One Nights.
Yeah.
I think we'll get stuff like that. I don't see us getting massive T-Rexes, or like Triceratopses with lasers on.
Frickin' laser beams.
I think you'll get like a Mozrog equivalent.
Okay.
Stuff like that. And then loads of Eldar vehicles, but with like tribal stuff on them, would be sick.
Exodites versus Catch and Jungle Fighters in a Kill Team box would be printing money. If there was Catch and Jungle Fighters in the next Kill Team box, that's the ultimate troll of Joe. That.
If we get Catachans, I drop everything immediately. Nothing becomes more important to me than Catachans at that point.
Anyway, chat, what I'd love for you guys to do right now is we've talked a little bit about the things that they are, what we think they might be, is I'd love for you to stick a postcard in the chat for us and tell us specifically what game engine and what do you think it's going to be. So what 40k thing do you think we might see? Yeah. What's the AOS army? What's the Blood Bowl character? Yeah. What's the new Old World thing with two heads?
Airdraft says that if they are Exodites, they won't be standard dinosaurs. They'll do something like Lumina. I think we'll see something like the new Inquisitor, who's riding that kind of like weird alien
horseman thing,
like stuff like that. The thing with two heads, I think, is Wood Elves. Because the Wood Elves have a forest dragon which has two heads, which has twins riding.
Let us know. Stick on a postcard. Let us know what you think it's going to be, because we really need this show to do well today after No Show Friday and No Show tonight. So we have currently got 17 members and 270 people watching. You lot could all gift a membership and then you would let me calm down. My heart would settle slightly if you could help us out. That'd be incredible. If you enjoy the content, if you want this content to stick around, if you want the channel to stick around, the best way to make sure that happens is by throwing members at us.
What was the name of the Joe is wrong? Oh, Ginger Steve. What was the dragon that had 2 heads then? I swear it did have. I thought there was twins riding a dragon with 2 heads.
We could do with the cheeky 300 members though. I thought the multiple-headed dragon was chaos, but I thought it was 3-headed. I didn't think it was 2-headed.
There was a 2-headed chaos dragon, but I didn't think that had a rider. Golrak. Let's have a Google.
Cry, can I see thank you for the 1 gifted membership? You're a legend. We do have some super chats to get through as well. Thank you so much, Ice Bank myself, for the $5. Summer reveal show ? This is the second great news to come out of the UK this week. Let's not touch politics right now.
Oh yeah, Games Workshop will still sell him.
Dark Mechanicum. Oh, I'd love for Dark Mechanicum to be at a release, but I don't know if it will be. Doug, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You're a legend. Brummer Clock, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You are also a legend.
Thank you.
We're up to 20. You're amazing. Now just multiples of 50 all the way into 1,000.
What is it? The Sisters of Twilight. What was the?
Could be a resculpt of our favourite Zinch chicken. I really can't see them to bringing out a second Kairos because the current Kairos is quite nice. The 2-headed dragon should have optional Liam and Joe heads. How's it going, AD? Anyway, Edward, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You're a legend. And we'll get to these super chats as well, I promise you. In fact, let's jump into them now.
I thought it had 2 heads.
Malika, thank you for the $10.
There, dragon.
Hey, chaps, will you guys be doing more Learn to Play days for 11th? I've only played Sigmar, never played 40k, but would love one of the team to show me how. I'll be buying some Emperor's Children soon from Hobby House. If you let me know when you want teaching, or like a Saturday or Sunday or something, or maybe an evening, but I struggle because of the shows. If you let me know when you want teaching, I can come in and teach you 11th edition. Paddy's going away for a while now, so or you can. What is it? How much is it for 4 hours with Joe?
It was 6 hours.
Was it?
It was £200 for 6 hours.
£200 for 6 hours with Joe. If you want as well, he'll teach you the edition. And he also did some teaching on Saturday.
But there was also someone asked about could we paint their world eaters in that time as well? And I was like, yeah. As long as it's Warhammer related.
Oh, do it.
You know, we could 6 hours. We could smash out. We won't be able to paint 2,000 points in 6 hours, but we can make a serious dent in it.
Yeah. Thank you because of Dragons for the 1 gifted. Edward as well. I think I said thank you to you already. NNC Rav, thank you for 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, NNC Rav. I hope that a ice cream van pulls up outside your house every day and sells you ice cream.
Banging. There we go. We're on 27. We've only got 300 to go. Thank you, Ginger Steve, for the $10. He says, it's really good listening to Joe make his lips flap. Sometimes it's pure facts. Mostly it's just air making noise. All Chaos Dragons have 2 heads.
I mean, I've not seen that Wood Elf model in about 20 years, in fairness. But also technically does have 2 heads. There's 2 models on it.
Yeah, well, strictly, yeah.
Yeah. Ted's got 3
a man
heads.
riding a dragon is a model with 2 heads.
Yeah. But this one's got 3 heads. There's 2 elves on it. I was half right. So
you made your own argument that disproved it at the same time. Strong.
Well, I mean, there are rumors floating around that that there's new chaos coming anyway, so it makes sense there'd be a chaos dragon. Do you know? I'd like to see, because they talked about new terrain. I'd like to see new AOS Age of Sigmar and new Old World terrain.
So we got the pre-order stuff through this weekend, right? We got the preview stuff through that I had to place an order for. 40k box sets, the 40k big box sets, which I'm sure they're good value, but they're mostly just old shite. There's obviously Commissar Kane.
Oh, I want to get him. I want him. I want the new book, and I want the banner. I want it all.
You know that.
And I have a shrine.
So do you know how many books we normally get, Joe? Do you know how many Black Library books we normally order?
0, I imagine.
0.
Yeah, close to 0.
Do you know how how much of anything we order that isn't either General's Handbook or models? 0. Do you know what I did this time, Joe?
What?
I ordered a number of Commissar Arcanes.
Nice.
Right, cool. I ordered some 40k Battle Forces. I ordered a decent amount of the new Horus Heresy Mark IV because that looks fucking sick.
I really want some of them.
That looks really nice. Yeah. I ordered a number of the journals for what's the way way of playing Zone Mortalis, right? And then I ordered a singular book,
nice,
and a singular banner.
Oh, mate, the shops can order the banners.
I don't know. I asked one of each, so
nice.
I could get it for Joe.
Nice. I can hang the banner behind me.
Literally ordered one of each.
Did you see the Kane rules?
Literally ordered one of each just for you.
Thank you. It's very kind of you. Did you see the Kane rules?
No. I will also happily add in Commissar Kane to that and give you the package deal.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Nice boss, chap.
Sometimes. Right, where is he? Kane's rules, by the way.
Okay.
Annoyingly, straight to Legends.
I think that was expected.
It was kind of expected, but also makes me sad. Right. Move 6, toughness 3, because Guardsman. 4 up save with a 5 up in run. 5 wounds. It's got more than a Castellan.
Yeah, but...
A Commissar. 5 wounds. Leadership 6. So he's got the same leadership as a Space Marine. OC 3.
Okay.
His last pistol, 2 shots with precision, hits on 2, strength 3, AP 1, damage 1. And obviously a melter gun, which hits on 2s for Jurgen. And then a chainsword and gun butt. 6 attacks, hits on 2, strength 3, AP 1, damage 1. He can basically join every guard infantry unit. Issues 2 orders. His rules, leader, stealth. So he always gets cover. Whilst Astral Militarum unit is within 60 of this model, they can re-roll battle shock tests. This model has because of Psychic Blank, because of Jurgen, this model has a Feel No Pain 4+ against psychic attacks and mortal wounds. Pretty good.
That was decent.
Trapped by excuses. In the deploy army step, you must set this unit up on the battlefield or embarked within a transport unit that is set up on the battlefield. Abilities that allow you to redeploy a unit or place it in strategic reserves cannot affect this unit or transport unit. This unit is marked within. You can't get out of it. He's stuck there. He has to do the job.
Very narrative.
And then the other one is very narrative. It's a great rule. And then unparalleled luck. Once per battle, per army. At the start of a phase, you can use this ability. If you do, this model has a 2-up inver. Great
I feel like it all sounds good.
Yeah.
Apart from his chainsaw doesn't sound as impressive as I feel like it should.
6 attacks. Well,
AP 6 attacks, strength 3, AP 1, damage 1.
He is still in the books. He has killed like big stuff, but whenever he kills he goes hand to hand with world eaters and stuff, but he doesn't always outright kill the stuff he's fighting. It's always Jurgen turns up and shoots him with the melter gun. The
person who narrates the Kane books is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I love him. Love him.
I can't wait to get this model. He's only 70 points.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to pick him up and the book and the banner all for you for a Joe Care package.
Very excited.
All we've got chat to do. All we've got to do is get chat to get to 250 gifted today. Yeah. And then you can have all these things.
Since Kane bodied the Khorne Berserker.
Spoiler, chat. Spoiler. He's going to get them anyway.
Kane bodied the Khorne.
Nice
he does
guy.
So 6 attacks, hitting on
nice
2,
guy.
strength 3, AP 1, damage 1. He can still kill a Khorne Berserker.
He can kill a singular Khorne Berserker, yeah.
Yeah,
he would then get slaughtered, but he could then kill a single Khorne
not if you
Berserker.
activate the 2-up invuln.
Well, yeah, quite, yeah.
If a unit of World Eaters charges him, he's just he will survive, and then he can run away.
Run away. Thank you, NNC Rav, for the $10. No show tonight, or just tuned in. Did I miss something? Tom's sick.
Yeah.
Tom's not very well. He's not even in work. He's so sick, he's not even gone to work. So he's a poorly boy, and England football's on. So
he's just
they Thank you for the $10. You're a legend.
Sure.
So there is no show tonight, which is why we desperately, after No Show Friday. No Show Friday was planned. No Show tonight is not planned, which is why we desperately need your help to get us over the line this month so that I can pay all of our bills next month. And in that vein, thank you Because of Dragons for the 1 gifted. And thank you MS Hughes for 5 gifted memberships.
I hope, MS Hughes, that the one model that you really hope to get released gets announced on Friday.
If there was one singular thing that you could have released for you this year, right? Any game system, any faction, anything at all, you could pick singular model or you can pick whole like army. What would you choose?
I think I want Catachans.
Okay.
This year.
Strong.
I'd love to see Catachans. But then like for everyone, I'd like to see some like chapter/legion specific units.
Yeah, okay. I think I'd like to see old world high elves new plastic stuff. Bring them into line with things like Grand Cafe, etc. Just because I'm such a high elf fan, that was my favourite back in 8th edition. Or Dark Mechanicum for 40k, but done well.
Yeah.
Like I love the Heresy Mechanicum vibe. I can't stand most of the 40k Mechanicum vibe.
Yeah.
I quite like some of it, but most of it I think looks a bit dumb.
New Minorians, isn't that what Strider is?
Strider. God damn you, Strider.
What's his name?
Thank you, Cornet. This is Plastic Greater Brass Scorpion.
Literally forgotten his name.
That wouldn't be bad. Plastic Greater Brass Scorpion. Battlefleet Gothic. Yes, David. I'd love to see that come out.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that come out. So does Edward, says the same thing. Battlefleet Gothic in 40k. Battlefleet Gothic in 40k is that's the qualifier as well, right? 40k. Not fucking Heresy. Although I was saying the other day to someone, I think if they brought out Battlefleet Gothic in Heresy, I'd still play it. Because the Space Marine ships are the coolest anyway.
I mean, I'd still play it, but I'd also be really disappointed.
Yeah, okay.
Because the reason it's called Battlefleet Gothic is because it's set in the Gothic sector, which is like the 3rd or 4th Black Crusade. So, like, and what makes Battlefleet Gothic great and unique is the variety of ships and fleets that you can have, because they all play so differently.
Yeah. I think if I had to play, if like I said to you, if it was Heresy, I'd probably play it because I like Space Marine. Space Marine ships versus Chaos Space Marine ships would be cool. It's still a cool game.
Yeah.
But like you do really want the opportunity to have Eldar ships and Orc ships and Tyranid ships and
yeah, because the problem is with if it's Imperialis, right? For them they only have to make the same ships over and over and over again. Like, so in terms of stock, you just have to you just create 10 ships that everyone can just buy, and then you have a couple, fancy ones.
Yeah.
But like, in terms of a game, you want chaos ships, you want like Necrons, you want Eldar.
Yeah, you do. I think you do.
Yeah.
I think variety is key there. Thank you, J-Boy. New Ogre More tribes. Well, if the rumours are to be believed, that is what you'll be getting.
I think that would go pretty hard as well.
Yeah.
The models are really nice.
Thank you, Robert Huthbert and Michael Valentine, for the 1 gifted each. You're amazing. Thank you, Because of Dragons, for the $2. Actual Love for Imperial Agents. Do you think they survived the new edition?
I think Games Workshop could make Imperial Agents one of the coolest factions in the game.
Okay.
But they have to sack off 90% of the kill teams.
All right. So how do they do it?
Bin off the fucking space people and the policemen. Get rid of all that nonsense. Like, I feel like we live in a time now where some kill teams can just exist in that game alone. Bin off the kill teams. Obviously have Death Watch in there. Put in Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. Put like Rhinos, Chimeras, Razorbacks. Actually have the Death Watch kill team, but maybe like release like another version of the Death Watch kill team. Put Grey Knights into it.
Okay.
Have all your Inquisitors.
I always felt like Imperial Agents should probably be the Grey Knight Codex should all be one book.
Yeah.
That's what I always felt like. You don't need, because I feel like the last edition of Imperial Agent was just kind of flashed out with shit for the sake of it. It wasn't really thought out. And I think that I always felt like having Inquisitors in with Grey Knights kind of made sense, and then have a one singular book.
Yeah. And I think like obviously you can put Death Watch in it. Like, I personally think Custodes should exist in that as well, but
do you not think things like Custodes should only ever be an ally rather than an actual main army?
Yeah, I don't like the fact that they're a full army.
No,
I know people love them and they want to play them as a full army, but like, and I used to play Custodes and I'd probably do Custodes again, but I think for the game, I think they're too hard to balance.
Is there a 40k army you'd never do? Because I think in your time on the channel, you've at some point said every single army, I would love to do one of those. Which is, by the way, this isn't a criticism. It's quite the opposite. Yeah. I'm just wondering if there's a 40k army you'd never do.
Maybe not Horde Orcs.
Horde Orcs, okay.
But
you would do Orcs.
I want to do Orcs. I think Orcs, if their new releases are of the same quality as Armageddon Orcs, I would quite happily, just be an Orc player,
I have not bought Armageddon for myself yet, and I've been close, but interestingly not for the Space Marine half.
I think the Orc half is really good. Maybe not spam Gene Stealer. I want to do Gene Stealer cults, but like that's more of like a fun little project army. I don't think.
Has anyone put the Orcs together? Do they go together any good? Or are they a bit of a pain? Joe just like vote. What about Votan? Would you do Votan? You've done Votan, I guess.
I've done Votan. I would, in a weird way, I'd like to redo Votan, in the sense like I like the Berserkers in Votan, but that's like it. I think my most disliked army in the game is Votan.
Really?
Because they are just kind of boring.
My least favourite army in the whole of 40k is Gene Stealer cults.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Gene Stealer cults are really cool, and like a nicely painted Gene Stealer cult army is like super rare. Like I've seen armies that look nice, but like they've just got a nice color scheme. Yeah. It's consistent across the board. It's nice and clean. But like I've only seen 2 incredibly well painted Gene Stealer cult armies, and I'm like, that is amazing. It looks great. But I think it then becomes the only army you play. The guy I spoke to when he did it, he was like, I did this army when it first came out, when they did the Death Watch Kill Team box set, which bought plastic. And he's like, I did that. And by the time I got to 2,000 points, it'd be a new edition. And the army was terrible, so I had to do another. He was like, he's always like an edition behind on his like me. Cult. But he will soon be, I guess, like now he's at a point where he's got 3 units of everything.
Although, to be fair, it's like me, but I was 3 editions behind. So, people say the Orc boys go together quite nicely.
Yeah,
It means there could be a Space Marine half up for grabs, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, more space. We need Space Marines for the channel anyway. So
do we?
Well, like we need, like that stuff could go into the Dark Angels immediately.
Yeah, I want to keep the Jump Chaplain for my Blood Angels.
That's fine. Like all that stuff. Like we don't have actual intercessors for the Dark Angels.
We don't, do we?
Like the Speeder would be really good in Dark Angels. I'd probably argue that we needed 2 more of those Speeders for Dark Angels. You probably want 3. Yeah, like it's all usable.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Sir Stroming Fish, for the $2. He says Plastic Isildur, Elendil, and Refresh Numenor in MESBG Middle Earth strategy battle game. That's Isildur. That game is one of those games where I am utterly desperate to play it, and we have the Rohirrim starter set here. We should do it on a Liam and Joe show one day. We try and work our way through the rules. We've got the Rohirrim starter set here to be able to learn the game, right? And then I go and look at the model range, and some of them are stunning, and some of them are the most derpy things I've ever seen.
I think we're due Rohirrim horsey people soon.
Yeah. Esk says, when we eventually get my box, the grots are up for grabs. We still have boxes on site, mate. We've still got boxes on site. But yeah, so I really want to play Middle-earth, but honestly, the fucking model range, some of them are just so bad.
It is a game that like I think like the whole Minas Tirith range needs a refresh. Like, because I remember those kits being available when I was in school.
Yeah, they're old.
Like the Uruk-hai kits like came out when the films came out.
Did they? Were they that old?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I was in college when they
When did the films come out? 2002? No.
The first one came out in 2001, I think.
Okay. Might have to pop over and grab one. Not now when I'm free. Now when am I free?
When did the first Lord of the Rings film come out, chat? I think it was 2001.
I thought it was 2002, but I might Google it in a minute. Thank you for the $2. I mean, thank you so much, Oliver Verno, for $2. Plastic Man-O-War reissue. What's Man-O-War?
Man-O-War was Warhammer Fantasy Boats.
Oh, was it?
It's like a little boat game.
I didn't even know that existed.
They did one box that it was a really, really old game where you had like fleets, and then they released a Man-O-War game, which came with like boats for every faction, and a big sea mat and like all the nautical things you needed.
2001.
Yeah. And but it was like a narrative campaign kind of thing. It was like the models were great. Yeah. It didn't sell very well. I just think like of the games to revamp it, like Battlefleet Gothic would have been better than Man-O-War.
If you want good beer and the heat of Spain, come to fucking Germany. It's literally 40 degrees down here. I would love to, actually. I'd love to, Joe. Jonesy man. But going to Germany costs me money, and I don't have any, and that's the problem.
It was called Dreadfleet.
I don't have any, that's the problem. So, you know, if we get gifted, it's more possible that Joe and I could do a Germany tour.
I'd love to see a Space Hulk revamp.
I'm not...
Someone that likes Terminators and Gene Stealers, yes.
Yeah,
I want a Space Hulk-esque Kill Team release. So,
okay,
the box set comes with, I don't know, 15, 20 Gene Stealers on it, which are all custom sculpts like the original, with a new Broodlord, and then 10 Terminators, a mixture of assault and normal, and some characters. And then you get the Gallo Dark-esque walls, so you can have it more like boarding actions.
Yeah.
It's very boarding actions release, to be fair.
My God, I'm sorry.
The fact that it never got released for boarding actions was criminal.
Thank you, the Dirty Bear, for $2. The half of World Eaters. Yeah, well, they are. Not last year, that's a lie. Last edition, there was a number of releases for factions that were just disappointing. Admech, World Eaters. There was a few, and you looked at them and you went...
Chaos Space Marines only got a Jump Captain and a Lord.
Yeah, this is the best you can do for a whole faction. And I feel like it was admirable that they tried to do something for every faction, but I feel like some of them were just... And the Slaughterbound model for World Eaters, with their gaps in their codex, felt like it was it was just not required.
I think to me, 10th edition will always be like the spring cleaning edition.
Yeah, you keep saying this.
Like Games Workshop, it's just edition that basically was like Games Workshop was like, we need to reset everything. Let's but some weird stuff like slip through the cracks, right? Like Pedro Cantor didn't get a re-release out of all the plastic characters.
Oh yeah, I was surprised at that.
Right, Pedro Cantor stayed. Ezekiel stayed.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Chief Librarian Ezekiel didn't get a new model. I don't think you could buy his model anymore. He kept his rules. Gabriel Seth went away. Like there was it was just kind of like there was just these odd kind of little snippets of like some models stay or some characters stayed but didn't get models and some just disappeared entirely. So
yeah. I mean, I think I'm hoping you're right. I'm hoping we do see things return like Carandaras, like Pedro Cantor, like Gabriel Seth. I do hope we see those things returned with these cool fucking new models. But not sure.
Grey Knight's just got an upgrade sprue.
Yeah,
not an actual model.
Thank you, Alec-Man, for $5. My only prediction is a fully revamped Ogre Moor Tribes. They did the same thing in third, where they called the revamped Cities of Sigmar range a new army. Okay.
Well, it was Cities of Sigmar was a new army because obviously, like, you got all the new units.
Yeah. I guess that's an interesting argument, isn't it? New army for Age of Sigmar. Would Ogre Moor Tribes classify as a new army? Strictly no, because they're an existing army that will have a range refresh.
Yeah.
But it could also be argued.
It's like, but look at Emperor's Children, right?
Emperor's Children.
They class that as a new army.
But it was.
But it's like, but if they might just rechange Ogre Moor Tribes to big fatties, you know? Something like that.
Big fatties.
Yeah.
Thank you, NNC Ref, for the $2. Plastic Shadow Spectres and Hornets.
Mm.
I'm into that.
After I've done the Ultramarines, I do really want to hit the Eldar a bit more because you've been complaining that there's like not enough Eldar. And I got all the Corsair stuff, and I was like, they've just been sat in a box just next to my desk.
The problem with the Eldar book in general, Joe, is there's just so much stuff in that book that to get you to do it all is a monumental, it's a Herculean effort because there's so much stuff. And the thing is, you've got like Guardians and Storm Guardians, which are actually quite useful. And then you go to Windrider host, and then fucking Windriders become battle lines. You can have a shit ton of them.
Like, I've got all the Corsair stuff. I think we probably need a couple more of the jumpy people for Corsairs. We've got all the bikes. We need Shadow. The bike. Who are the runners? The stealth
Shroud Runners.
Shroud Runners. We probably need like 6 of them. Like,
yeah.
But I think getting that army rounded out means that you might be more determined to play it. You know, we need to get all the tufts to do the basing for the Eldar army because we just did a basic basing job on them just to get the army out.
Yeah. Thank you, Higgins, for $2. Genes to the cults are a good proxy for normal humans. Necromunda.
So, like, Necromunda, I really want to play Necromunda because we've had the Gene Stealer stuff for ages. That's the only race I want to do in Necromunda because, like, I feel like it would be the simplest way of doing it. It's just a bunch of Bogo humans and then the cool Gene Stealer models. I want to get, like, the big brain floaty people as well.
The big brain floaty people.
Yeah, they're like Genes to the cult zoanthropes, but they're just like just really messed up
little
men with big brains.
Okay, cool. Jonesman, thank you for the $2 or €2. He says, "Take this. At least it's half a beer down here. You're a hero, thank you." And then Viking Teabagger, thank you for the $2. I had Fellowship on VHS in a 2-tape box. I've got the extended edition on original DVD, not Blu-ray. With all the special edition stuff.
All the original.
So you got it's like folds out into like 4 or 5 CDs per film of like part 1 and part 2 of the film, and then part 1 and part 2 of the behind the scenes, the making of. That making of stuff got watched to shit. And thank you, Evan.
That's something we just don't have anymore, is it?
What's that? Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes making of stuff. I remember because obviously we were a bit starved of
food.
food information. Like obviously, the internet wasn't really
as prevalent
as prevalent as it is now. We was like, oh, we need stimulation, so we're going to just absorb all of like the making ofs on DVDs and stuff. And now like you just don't get that stuff. You get like blooper reels and stuff that like they like share on social media.
Yeah, social media's the devil. Thank you, Evan Manello, for 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Evan.
5 more gifted memberships. Put him on 11.
I hope that next time you start a new army and you think about doing fancy bases, they do a base size for every unit in your army, but the tactical rocks all fit on perfectly.
Oh my god, that would be heavenly.
Yeah. Because what's annoying is I find some fancy some fancy bases for an army I want to do, and then the tactical rocks just don't match.
Just don't fit.
And then you have to like cut them off and do it. And also like I hope that there's more than 5 base designs. That's the real devil of custom bases, is that they only ever design like 5. 10 if you're lucky.
Yeah, and then you go, cool, I've got 40 32mm bases in my army, so that means I've actually got fucking 8 sets of 5 that are all the same.
Yeah, and then you kind of like have to add like sand and mush, and then it's kind of like to make them look different. But then it's like, what's the point in buying the custom bases if you have to change them?
I've come around to your way of thinking, and I'm starting a Space Marine army, specifically a jump back heavy Blood Angels army. Good man. Good man. Thank you, Cray, for 10 gifted. We're on 49. 10 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Cray.
We're on 49, chat. We're 1 away from 50.
I hope that your mattress and pillows never get warm.
Cold pillow is best pillow.
Yeah.
Thank you also, Cray, for the yellow one. The new Grey Hunter 1 detachment point detachment looks fun. Splitting Grey Hunters and getting disruption has me thinking about lists and wanting for the first time to play Space Wolves. Or then the edition has done its job. Because if it can hook you in with a need or want to play a different army, GW would just make money off you, wouldn't they?
Do you know what? So I was looking at Space Wolves the other day, actually, because I've been like looking at the mission structures and how different detachments play different they're called the dispositions, right? Yeah. And I think some of the dispositions, like recon, like disruption, there is an increased need for lone operative models.
Okay.
Right. And I was thinking, do you know what would be a really cool narrative unit for someone like Space Wolves?
Great, thank you for the one gifted. What's that?
Do you remember?
I remember.
The
Lone Wolf.
Of Lone Wolves.
Lone Wolf.
The Lone Wolf units. And I was like, you could convert up your own like combi weapon lieutenants and just make some really cool Lone Wolf models.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I miss the old Lone Wolf rules. I miss a lot of old rules, but I also think a lot of old rules has added layers of complexity and confusion, which we don't have now. And I think this could actually maybe be an incredible version of the game. So I'm gonna just not panic too much about things like that because
I think like I'm doing Ultramarines at the moment. I'm really enjoying them, and I like playing. And I'm kind of like, ooh, what kind of stuff can I convert up for them? But then Space Wars is one of those armies that I've kind of like always wanted to do, but just like as a painting project. Mainly because I want to make fancy snowy bases.
Yeah.
You know, like really fancy with like you know how people like make the bases slightly deeper and then sink like a model, like an orc or a guardsman, and put like ice over the top and make it all scratchy. And I was like, oh, that looks cool. It's a lot of work though.
Thank you, Craig, for the one gifted. He says, gotta have an even 50. And then Alpha Omega came in and fucked that off and went, here's another one gifted. We're on 51.
So you had to give 49 then.
So if someone just throws 50 at us right now, we'll get to 101. And you might see Joe smile. Maybe. No. You might see Joe smile.
Although I'm quite excited about driving back in the light. You know?
Yeah, I'm not excited about not having a game because it's just not money, Joe, and we kind of need money to pay mine and your bills. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Thank you, Craig.
Maximum goals with pigeons.
Thank you, Craig, for the 500 yen of some sort. I think it's Japanese yen. Do you fellas think Space Wolf should get more of the leader attachments like other chapters? Also, Miss Rune Priest. The 3rd, 4th model was fantastic.
I do feel like Space Wolves are missing. Like, ironically, in 10th edition, a lot of armies only got single characters. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like Space Wolves are now missing some single characters.
They kind of are. Because we don't have Wolf Lords anymore.
No.
Just Wolfguard battle leaders. Lost Rune Priests, which is their own librarians.
Yeah.
It just feels a bit like... And Space Wolf players, the rest of what they got was fucking gorgeous. So at least they can't complain as hard as Blood Angels players will complain.
I think the lack of Rune Priests would be fine if the librarian kit was more of a multi-part kit.
Yeah, reasonable.
So you could customize with Space Wolf parts.
Yeah.
I think it'd be less of a problem then.
Big Boy has said, Liam, do we get a shout out for Josh at the Goblin's Nook for showing people how to play Necromunda so Hobby House can run a Necromunda campaign? Thank you. Has that been happening? Has that been happening? That sounds amazing. Oh, he said it again. Look, any shout out for Josh at Goblin's Nook for helping show off the rules to the guy helping run the how to play community, loving that. That sounds awesome. What a legend. Big shout out, Josh.
What's the Goblin's Nook?
Hey?
What's the Goblin's Nook?
Not a fucking clue.
Well done for being at a place I've never heard of.
Yeah,
thank you for doing the teachings, you know.
Yeah, what a legend.
Yeah, I'd like to learn to play Necromunda. We've got I've got like some of the ruined Necromunda stuff I want to get built up.
The problem I've always had with Necromunda is there isn't a single model range where the whole range really inspires me.
The Palatine Enforcer range is really nice.
Apart from maybe the Ash Waste Nomads.
Yeah.
I quite like those, personally.
With the big cricket riders.
Yeah. I think they're kind of cool. And they're almost like Kriegers, right? Always in cover of some sort.
Yeah, you don't have to paint many faces.
Yeah, that makes me happy. So, yeah, big shout out, Josh. I don't know the rules of the game, and I never will. But thank you. You legend.
I feel like Necromunda is one of those games you have to have a real dedicated group. Or like one person really loves it and just buys, builds and paints everything. And then a couple of people just come over and play it every once in a while.
Excuse me. Look, I'm really sorry. I am fucked, by the way. For a number of reasons. The weekend was long and hard. And then with the heat, it's hard to sleep.
What?
And early mornings... 4:30 starts starting to take their toll on me.
So Martin Mimmer says, played my first game of 11th last night, really enjoyed it. Eldar don't play the way I want them to play, but we're still... So I was having a discussion with Simon actually earlier that like I think one of the biggest problems that people are having at the moment with 11th edition is they're writing their list with a 10th edition mindset.
Yes, agree.
So and it doesn't work that way. Because when you build your army list, you want to build it specifically for the disposition. So what you might find is that you're picking the wrong detachment for how you want to play. As weird as that sounds.
It doesn't. It sounds right. The problem you have is how many detachments for Eldar are generic detachments.
Because I was looking because I think Eldar best play into disruption or reconnaissance because they have so many little tiny units that have like access to uppy downy or deep strike, and they've got this like insane maneuverability where they could just go in and do stuff. I think what you need to do is kind of look through the mission deck to what missions you want to play. So
which is the mission that fits how you want it to play.
What kind of fits your play style.
Yeah.
And then you look at the detachments that play that disposition, and then you can build an army into that detachment.
The difficulty is that War Host is a generic detachment, and to some degree Aspect Host is, although it isn't as specific around Aspect Warriors. Whereas most of the detachments in the Eldar Codex are centered around something specific. And this is not just Eldar that have this problem.
Yeah.
So it might be that you want to take a kind of generic all-rounder list, but actually the disposition that you want to play is in Wind Rider Host.
Yeah.
Well, then you take Wind Rider Host and you end up with a ton of shit you can't use because you've got a well-rounded list.
Yeah.
So I wonder if in 11th edition we're going to see detachments changing so they're less completely dialed in on one particular aspect, but it's all about the dispositions and how they play that disposition.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah. I think you'll get some real cool narrative detachments and which have a disposition that matches it. And then you'll have some real techie detachments that have like a different associated one on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because like I've been looking for it, and I was looking at the Eldar stuff because obviously I want to plan. I'm planning on doing some more, and I was like, I need to do the Corsairs. How do I want to do them? And obviously, I got loads more warp spiders and stuff. And I was like, oh, what order do I need to do it in? So I was looking at the lists and things.
Yeah,
I do think the Corsair detachments are the best detachments for Eldar.
Yeah, we've got a couple of the big Corsair boxes downstairs as well.
Yeah, so like the Anrath kind of outcasty detachments are the best, I think, because it gives you the best variety.
Yeah, I'm currently avoiding because I'm building Blood Angels and Custodes. I'm avoiding diving too hard into Eldar for this edition at the moment because that'll be it. Then I'll start building elves again.
I just need more. I think we need more jumpy, the new Corsair jumpy stuff. Because I think Corsair's infantry, you only need 2 of the kill teams, one for Curran and enough, the wizard man, and one for Prince Uriel. And you want the kill teams, not the Void Reavers. You want the Void Scarred because they've got a 1 CP stratagem, which gives them +1 damage in range and shooting.
Not too bad.
Bearing in mind that your units can have flamers, and if you've got it has a wizard in it who has a D6 shot D3 damage flamer, which goes D3 +1, and then couldn't enough wizard man. He's got a D6 +3 anti-infantry 2 + AP 2 flamer.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's like he's like mega destructor.
Oh, that's tasty. I like those.
I was having a little look, and I was like, I think there is an incredible Eldar list in here.
Yeah,
but typically none of the fucking models that we've got painted, which is always the fucking problem with this Eldar army. Since we started it in like 10th edition. It's like I painted like 3,000-4,000 points, and it's just not enough.
Well, for reference, if at any point you want to stop and paint more Eldar, that is something I'm never ever going to complain.
Like I said, like I'm going to hit the Eldar once I finish the Ultramarines.
Yeah, amazing.
So
give me more options, thank you. And talking of thank yous, Mr. John McCardle came in and he threw 20 gifted memberships at us. So there's a light thud on the table. It wasn't a big thud, but a light thud on the table as he unzipped and flopped it out, which means, chat, we're 29 away from 100 with 285 people watching.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. If we can hit that, that'd be insane. Go for it.
I hope, John, that you never experience back or foot pain at any Warhammer event ever.
Oh, that's a strong one. Any Warhammer event ever is a very good hope. The psychic attack is hazardous, though. High risk, high reward.
Yeah, but you just kill off one of the dweebs in his unit now.
You don't have to apply it to the hazardous model?
No. I think it's just I think hazardous is just you apply it to the unit.
Yeah. Finish the Marines quote, so never then. Facts.
Well, I've got a 2,000 point Ultramarines army I want to get done.
I'm currently trying to decide which I work on first as an actual army, complete army, Custodians or Blood Angels.
Titus's detachment, by the way. Really good.
What do I work on, chat? Custodians or Blood Angels? To try and finish first.
I mean, Custodes would be much easier to finish first because it's less models and it's gold.
Yeah, it would be. Probably. But they also might be like, don't want to see more Custodes.
We don't see many Custodes at the moment as it is.
Between Adam and Paddy, we see loads of Custodes all the time.
Not so much on like Paddy's not played Custodes on the channel in ages, I don't think.
No, he has said if he plays the next game against you, he wants to bring the 12 jet bikes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do Tyranids Custodes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go for a wee. Back in a minute.
You are allowed to, Joe. I allow you to have a toilet break. Custodes could be finished quickly. I mean, if you know me, then nothing gets finished quickly ever. Ever. But do Blood Angels, you love Red. I love painting Red. It's my favourite thing in the world. In terms of painting, it is my favourite thing in the world. It's painting Red. So. Custodes are loads harder to paint than Blood Angels, trust me. New ones have lots more detail. Really? What detachment would you run a jump pack heavy Blood Angels in Liberator Assault Group? Probably still lag. To be honest with you. I just think the extra strength and attacks is too valuable. This weekend, maybe wish I never sold the Eldar army, but I'm going to get back into it. Good man. I'm fucking struggling here, chat. Joe's carrying me a little bit, I'll be honest. Liam secretly an orc. I could go for those new orcs, you know. I really could. I really could go for those new orcs. They are fucking gorgeous. I'm on my arse here. Do Blood Angels first. Okay. Although I'm enjoying building the Custodian Dreadnought, so we'll see. I've started painting the new Custodians as Solar Watch. The new kits are so much nicer. They're beautiful, aren't they? My friend's problem with Liberate Assault Group is it's taken hold, and that's not how his 100% jump back arm likes to play. Is it taking hold, lag? To the app. Blood Angels. Liberator Assault Group. What is taking hold? Why can't I go to... Good heavens. Okay, I didn't know that. That's interesting. But
What's that?
The Liberator Assault Group for Blood Angels, which is the extra attacks, extra strength, is a take and hold disposition, not a purge the foe one.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I would have assumed Oops All Jump Packs in Liberator would have been purge. I would have assumed they wouldn't.
Yeah,
have
but Liberator is not really isn't targeted at jump units. It's more targeted at like foot infantry. I feel in terms of Liberator Assault Group take and hold, max Assault Terminators.
It's not very Blood Angels.
Well, Terminators are very Blood Angels.
Yeah, well.
Games Workshop literally has a game based around it. Just saying.
You can keep just saying, Joe. How was your toilet break? Was it good? Do you feel better? We got no new members whilst you were away. I was hoping we'd get flooded with them so that you'd have to sit down and fire through hopes. Yeah.
I think Take and Hold is good. I played it on Saturday. It's just very boring.
So Take and Hold? What did you have to do?
Stand on objectives.
Oh,
that's literally it. It is. I did it with Imperial Fists, who are very good at it, but it is not super exciting.
Was that what you played, Dan?
I played, and I did a practice game as well. Another game, I did 1,000.1 before that. My fate, I've not done Reconnaissance yet, but I have done Disruption. I like Disruption. That's cool. I did something, the assets, priority assets. That was meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think priority assets. I think you have to build into it.
Okay.
I think stuff like Reconnaissance and disruption rewards kind of like techie play. Like I think it rewards good players.
This is one of those things that I'm loving about this new edition. Though the fact that it is a case of I'm going to pick a detachment that's going to have a disposition. I really need to think about what I'm putting in that detachment because of that disposition. Because otherwise, there's a possibility I just flat can't fucking do it. And I really like that.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
But I think the tightest detachment. I can't remember which one. That might be Taken Hold actually, but it's very good at it. Oh yeah, I was looking at So
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Karseth, his range attack is D6 plus 2, hits on 3, strength 3, AP 2, damage 1. But it's anti-infantry 2 plus blast, hazardous, ignores cover, psychic. But you can give that. You can go to the AP 2 damage 2. He's well good. So what was I looking at? Where is it? Where are you? Boop. Edit roster. I was like, it was Liberia's Conclave and Reclamation Force. And that gives Taken Hold and Reconnaissance. So I think Space Marines will probably. I think Space Marines are in for a little bit of a rough one unless you've got some real specific builds. I think Taken Hold probably quite boring. Priority assets quite boring. Kill stuff very very good. Purge the foe. But I think some armies that have got reconnaissance and priority assets need, like I said, need lone ops to kind of really get the most out of it. It's just how you find them in your army, because some armies have loads of lone ops and some just don't have many at all. The Predator says he's got a 30 Wolfguard Terminator list for Taken Hold.
Ooh, that's dirty.
Yeah,
I love it. Same as I love Farmer George for gifting us 5 of the Finest Membership Show.
Thank you, Farmer George. I hope that
we're on 76 chat.
I hope that your cows tend to themselves in this heat, and you can just sit under a tree in a pasture.
Love it.
You have to work very hard in this heat.
Yeah.
The summer is probably the best time, I imagine, to be a farmer, though.
I don't know if that's true. I think spring, because spring, there's a bit of sunshine. It's not too hot, so when you're working and fucking banging around in machinery and whatever, it's a nice little breeze. You've got things are being born, things are starting to grow. I reckon spring's the best time to be a farmer.
Yeah.
I reckon summer in this heat sucks balls.
Although I remember doing lambing and having to wake up at 5 in the morning and get in the bin.
The last 2 mornings I've woken up before 5 o'clock and I'm not having a good time right now.
I do go to bed at 2.
Because I've had the curtains wide open, the blinds open, because I normally have blinds shut, curtains shut, because I like a completely pitch black room, so that I can have the windows wide open, so any sort of semblance of breeze can actually hit me, whereas I lay on my bed sweating.
Or you have the fan on all night.
I have a fan.
Oh.
And then, which is fine until 4 o'clock in the morning when the sun starts coming up and everything starts getting light.
What do you need a fan for? You won't have been a light, but it should be cool.
It's not cool. Fans just push around hot air.
Yeah, but it's slightly cooler.
What I need is a fucking air conditioning unit.
Yeah, but they're a lot louder.
The noise doesn't bother me.
No.
The
electric consumption probably.
The electric consumption would bother me significantly, yeah. To be fair. Absolutely. Time to collect the grotling from school. Ciao peeps, say so much love. Have fun, Ask. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Brother Erlen got gifted membership. Look at that. Chat, we're on 76, the finest members. Thank you so much, you wonderful people. We are probably close to finishing. Is there anything else specifically that you would love to see on this reveal show on Friday? Anything that you think? No, that's not actually the best question. The best question is anything else that we haven't touched on that you think we will see on this reveal show on Friday?
you you know, I'd love to see
Your own penis.
this edition.
Oh,
is the return of the Imperial Armor books. I want Forge World to kind of get a bit more involved with 40k.
okay.
Because it used to be a huge part of Warhammer Forge World, didn't it really? With like custom units like Krieg, like every army had loads of cool like Forge Worldy resin units, and they came with their own custom rules, and they had like a narrative to them. And Imperial Armor books were like real cream of the crop in terms of like a cool narrative book. And I feel like the Games Workshop 40k books never matched up to them. It never felt special.
The Imperial Armor book's like a proper hobbyist's book.
Yeah. And I feel like that level of like hobbyist book needs to come back in.
Yeah. Narek says, I hope we see a roadmap. Thank you for the $2. I'd love to see a roadmap, but I'd like that roadmap to be a usable roadmap. I thought like
so the problem
tanks
is
next year.
The problem with Games Workshop's like internal distribution system is that so many parts have to come from so many countries that the slightest delay pushes an army release back months. You know, I'd like to get an idea of.
But surely they could. They
could do spring, summer, or they could do.
They could
quarterly.
do a roadmap though, and they could do a roadmap that says, for sake of argument, July Orcs, August Space Marines, September Custodes, October Eldar, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
Right, with an asterisk that says subject to change, and then just as long as when that change happens, they go, "There's been a drama. We've had to swap Custodes with blah." Right. If they did that, if they communicated that way, I think people would be okay with it when there's a delay.
Yeah.
I just don't think they'll ever do it because I think they think, and I don't know if I think it will or not, but I think they think it will hurt their bottom line. I think they'll make less money.
I think that they are hurting themselves by not announcing it.
I hope they fix the rules regarding objective markers and the fact that they don't exist in 11th edition, but is mentioned in so many rules mean 11th is broken.
What?
Not broken though, is it, fat boy?
Objectives are the terrain pieces on the deployment maps. So any rules that mention being on objectives, you just have to be in the terrain piece that is the objective.
Well, he's right. If they say objective markers, we don't strictly have objective markers anymore.
That's just
arguing semantics, yeah, I know.
Yeah, no offense. That's just being like needlessly pedantic. Yeah. I feel like common sense needs to reign on this one, and you go, well, it says objective marker, it just means the objective terrain piece.
Sol says, asking Games Workshop for an accurate roadmap is like asking my 6-year-old to draw a treasure map. Yeah. Thank you, Roland Bain, for the $20. You're a legend. He says, do you think Caiaphas Cain could be playable?
In Legends, yes. He's Legends, so
I will quite. I don't. Unless
I'm going to use him as a generic commissar.
I'm going to be honest with you. Legends is going into the app, so I wouldn't mind betting on the channel specifically. We've always said Legends is allowed.
Yeah,
always said Legends is allowed.
It's just a ball ache.
But it's a fucking pain in the arse to go and find the rules and get the PDF and swap between them. So it's just a pain. The second you can add them in the list builder app, at that point, I reckon you'll see them more on the channel. I also think, this is a theory, that at that point, lots more tournaments will allow them.
I think you'll start to see more non-super strict events running Legends then. Because you could, for instance, I've always loved the concept of doing a Badab War campaign, like a Badab War like narrative weekend, right? Because it's literally an entire tournament of people just playing Space Marines. Maybe it's with Chaos Space Marines sprinkled in, maybe a little bit of Traitor Guard. And by allowing Legends, you make it so much easier. But I think by having it in the app, the app is then doing a lot of the heavy lifting for
it just makes everything easy, yeah. I will probably start playing more Legends if they're in the app, to be honest with you. Thank you, Sarah Rothman, for becoming a Jarl tier member. What a legend. The
Thank
giveaway,
you.
I think, is currently live in Discord. If you want to be part of that giveaway, you just have to become a Jarl tier member. You can then enter for free. Go to Discord, find the Jarls only giveaway section, and it's for Jarls and above. Click enter, and then you get a free entry. And at the end of the month, you might win a £100 voucher.
Yeah.
And eventually, those £100 vouchers will be for Hobby House. At the moment, they're for whatever your local friendly gaming store is that you want it for.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think we're going to end on 77 members. It's not the 250 I wanted, Joe.
Everyone's outside enjoying the sun.
Yeah.
They're hard at work. I don't know.
Yeah, I was contemplating at some point this weekend. I don't know, what are you doing this weekend?
Something. I've got Big Ash coming over on Sunday.
Okay.
I don't want to do it on Saturday.
I was thinking about some vagin on Saturday.
Yeah.
Bringing that back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Weekends is harder for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But the week is
Monday evenings.
I find during the day is much easier.
On Monday?
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
During the day is currently hard for me on Mondays because I'm the person picking all the online orders on Mondays.
Oh.
But soon it could be an option again.
Yeah.
So, you know. Cool. Right. I think chat are running out of things to say as well. They are talking about the objectives being a problem with some of the factions rules, like the one where the Imperial Knights have to draw a line across the objectives.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you're using terrain pieces, it's wide as fuck, that line.
Some of the terrain maps layouts have a specific objective marker on it.
Yeah.
So when you look at like Hammer and Anvil, there are objective. You'd have to like measure them out and just put the objective markers down. I think that only really matters if your army has that rule.
Yeah.
Or they just go the center of objective to center of objective piece, or pick a point on objective blah, and
they'll fix these things though. Yeah. When these things pop up, they'll fix them. I'm confident. Thank you, Redia, for one gifted membership. We're on 78.
We've not had the rules calculation FAQ yet, have we?
No. I want to say no. The designer's commentary.
The designer's commentary. I don't think that's
I want to say no.
Yet.
I'm going to go and look now because I don't actually know. Love the channel, but will AOS ever come back? I did enjoy Morton Realm Monday. Now that I don't enjoy the other content, but AOS is my. Oh, hang on, it's moved too fast. Roland's come in and dropped his cock out, which is amazing. Hey guys, love the channel, but will AOS ever come back? I did enjoy Mortal Realm Monday. Not that I don't enjoy other content, but AOS is my favourite format. Sorry if this has been asked before. It's a firm maybe, but it's not soon, I'm going to be honest. So there's a couple of things and reasons. Firstly, the only people that really play AOS on the channel is Joe and I. And when I say I play it, that's loose. I don't really play it. I haven't played the whole of the last season. And then we've got another season that's come out now. Our access to factions is limited. We don't have a third person interested in AOS to run the streams. And they just don't do very well. So, would I like to bring AOS back in the future? Yeah, I'd love to have a team together that could play every fucking game system and be constantly putting out content for you guys. But that's not realistic at the moment. And 40k is our bread and butter, and we kind of need to focus on that. So it's not a no, because I quite like the game and I love the fucking models. It's just that it won't be soon, is the answer. And if we can find some people that might be into AOS, maybe in the future we can bring it back. I don't know. But it's also, like Joe, people don't know this, but Joe travels an hour and 15 minutes to come and do shows in the studio. Then he travels an hour and 15 minutes home. And that's if traffic's kind and there isn't road closures and shit.
I don't mind driving in to do the additional shows and stuff, but it kind of has to be guaranteed to become part of my schedule, as that were.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Whitey55, for the one gifted membership as well, and thank you, Roland Bain, for 20 gifted. We're on 99.
Thank you, Roland Bain.
We're on 99.
I hope, Roland Bain, that you
How many of the Mark IV Heresy boxes will Hobby House be stocking? We've got an allocation of 10. 10 boxes.
I hope that, Throne of Bane, that every time you open your wallet, there's always like a £50 note equivalent in your wallet. Like, is it $50?
Dollars,
yeah.
$50.
So there's a $50 note in there, ready. And if you spend it, you grow a new one.
Oh my God, Luke Pywalker, thank you for 5 gifted memberships.
It says I could pre-record. The problem with pre-recorded I found is that doing the pre-recorded is fine. I just don't have a spare 3 days to then edit it, and then you put it up, and it does help grow the channel, but it doesn't make any money. It'll make like £2 over the course of the year in ad revenue, and
this man knows.
Yeah, and the problem is like I have the editing skills. I could do it, but if I'm spending 2-3 days editing a battle report, I'm not painting.
I also, my personal opinion, it is a personal opinion, but my personal opinion is that pre-recorded battle reports are fucking boring. It's that raw live interaction that I love. And I am talking about, like, this is my preference on what I enjoy. And I've always said that I'll try and create content, which is the sort of stuff that I'd enjoy, so it stays kind of authentic. And I just don't like watching pre-recorded battle reports because I think they're boring. And I don't know the last time I ever got through a full-length pre-recorded battle report.
So I
don't.
I like educational battle reports. I like pre-recorded battle reports, but like, say for instance, like I wanted to get much more knowledgeable in Emperor's Children, right? So I watched a lot of competitive Emperor's Children games, right? Mostly on like Art of War.
Yeah.
And those are really good because I learned a lot, and they discussed like the tactics behind it and what they were doing. I also watched like I find those the best ones because I feel like I'm learning something, and I don't have to watch it because they're talking through it and like measuring it and stuff. I think the problem with a lot of battle reports, I don't want to tar them all with the same brush, right? They come in 2 forms normally pre-recorded. There's no personality and it's boring, or they're trying too hard. Right? I didn't even say very quiet here, but sometimes I watch them and it's like, I roll 6 dice to hit. I've hit 4 times. I've rolled 3 wounds. And another person, I've saved 2. And then this unit, and they don't describe what unit is.
Or you have this like shit 5 minutes of narrative that's just...
Yeah. Or the flip side is they just fucking scream at you for 3 hours. And I'm like, my ears hurt. You know, and I'm like, it's too much. I do know that some people really enjoy that, but I feel like if I'm not taking anything away from this game, I feel like I've wasted my time. Sometimes you do get cool moments and stuff, but I think the great thing, I think some channels are missing chemistry.
Yeah, I agree. Which is why the brief I always gave to all of us was be Top Gear. Because the amount of people towards the end of Top Gear's life before Jeremy was fired essentially and they left and went to the Grand Tour, the thing that really got to me was that people watched that show who couldn't give a flying fuck about cars. They didn't care. They just watched 3 blokes dicking about.
So L1Z.
Yeah.
Good name. Pre-recorded battle reports are hard to watch. They either seem to be oddly cut to 40 minutes or they're 3 hours long.
And if they're 3 hours long, you might as well do a live stream.
So if it's 3 hours long... yeah. So...
For £600, who cares about chemistry?
Because the most important part of any game, I feel like, is the list they're playing with and the discussion of the reasoning why.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and the movement phase and the charge phase are the three most important parts of any game if you're watching it, if you want to learn anything. Because shooting and fighting is all based on dice.
Yep.
Right? And target priority, in the shooting phase, the most important parts of that are covered in the movement phase and when you want to get terms of line of sight. So list, movement, charge phase, most important bits. And what happens normally is battle reports fire through the army list, and then they cut out the movement phase and the charge phase.
The bits that you really care about.
The bits that you care about if you want any kind of educational premise. And then most channels only cover the shooting and the fight phase and roll those out because they want those crazy big moments. But that's where you end up with the problem of you're either too dull or it's too forced.
Yeah.
But if it's 3 hours long and they cover all of it, and I get the information I need, I'm normally fine with that.
Okay.
The problem is that when it's 3 hours long, it depends on how it's edited, right? And and I think,
and how well things like the audio and stuff are, because it can get annoying, can't it?
There are some channels. So I think Art of War's got a really good bit at the moment where they play the game, and then they interact with chat afterwards.
Yeah, see, and this is the interaction bit that I care about. Yeah. So when I'm as a viewer, the amount of times I'll be watching something and something will happen, and I will want to say something. I want to tap away and say something, and I can't on a pre-recorded game, and you have to put a comment. And then the second I don't have that interaction, the second I don't have that direct feedback, I sort of lose interest.
Yeah,
and that's one of the reasons why I personally love live streams. Talking Heads. I like our games. I enjoy our games.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to really enjoy the game's 11th edition. But Talking Heads, even like this, is my favourite because we've got that direct, instant feedback, that instant feedback loop, that direct banter route, the thing where we can say a thing and they all kind of know what we're talking about, or they can drop a joke. And I love that. That's my favourite part.
I haven't watched Titans do their stuff in a while, but they used to do game and then sit down round up.
Yeah, so they did what they did originally was they encouraged super chats and stuff. They ended up getting so many super chats that their games were taking 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
So they broke them into two: a game that would then finish and be sort of more succinct for people that wanted to watch on demand, and then a second show which was a roundup show of what happened in the game, and they would go through remaining super chats and stuff like that. Nice problem to have, right?
I can't point out when the players get something wrong on That's
correct.
That's also a problem with pre-recorded, is if you do make mistakes, it is.
Yeah. So they'd have that after show and they'd finish up, they'd like cover off all the rest of the super chats. Like I say, nice problem to have, right?
Yeah.
We don't really have that problem with super chats on game streams. Airdraft, that point is reasonable as well, because the amount of times we'll get called something on the stream and we get called it in a point in which we can reverse it and solve the problem, and then the game's got kind of.
Sometimes it might have gone a little bit too far, but we go, okay, we fucked up there, but we won't mess it up from now on.
Role. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it doesn't become a completely null and void game.
Yeah, ever since I enjoy Art of War, but a lot of what they say goes right. I think now in the new edition, we're all basically starting off from the same base point. I think it'll probably be a lot easier to do.
Thank you, Roland Bain, for the big pink one as well, who says best chemistry. Love you, dude. We did also have 5 gifted from Luke Pywalker, and we started talking about something, so he needs a hope, Joe. We're on 105 members, chat. We're only 95 away from the day's target. With at the maximum 10 minutes to go on the show, because I've got to go pack orders for Royal Mail.
I hope for the next couple of weeks, or until at least the winter, any chocolate that you buy isn't like soft and crumbly because of the heat. You know, it's kept rigid, hard.
Do you keep your chocolate in the fridge?
I don't really have much chocolate.
Yeah, I don't have loads of it, and I used to just leave it on the side. Nowadays, I actually just keep it in the fridge all the time. Never used to.
I got a Reese's Pieces Nutrageous bar, the big one, the big ones, on Sunday, and I had that in bed, and that was a bit soft.
Aldi do these like dark chocolate things about that big, and you open them and there's like 5 individually tinfoil wrapped bits of chocolate. They're fucking beautiful. Thanks for the stream. Sweated through some white scars. What a legend.
Nice.
Thank you for hanging out, dude. You're a hero.
I want to get a white scars.
It's a casual 18 degrees in the studio
Josh
right
is painting a white scars army at the moment.
I don't want to see it because it'll make me sick. It'll be
like,
beautiful and then I'll be annoyed.
And obviously, Big Beautiful Ash.
I need to get him back at some point.
He's been doing a white scars army, so we will have white scars on the channel at some point.
I fucking love Ash.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Joe. He's your friend first.
But I think I do want to do white scars, but I think if I was going to do them, the easiest place to do it would probably be Heresy. Because the problem with white scars in 40k is that Ravenwing kind of do it better. Although white scars have got a better character on a bike.
That character on a bike is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, he's got better rules as well.
I just want him. But I have no interest in a white scars army. I just want him.
I also think the problem with white scars in 40k is that they have one good character who has a bike unit, and then on foot Khan is just not good.
No,
he's just laughably bad. And then the rest of the army, to be good in the game, doesn't really represent white scars. It's hard to represent white scars efficiently because they're just a generic Space Marine army. It's easy to represent Ravenwing because Ravenwing units have a specific Ravenwing rule.
Yeah, that the White Scars Jetbike man is. I think he's the best Space Marine character model they've made. I know you think it's Mr.
Shan.
Yeah, Athean Shan.
Yeah,
Raven Guard man.
Yeah,
I think they're close to each other. I do. I think they're not. You know,
the biggest downside to Shan is that he can't join a unit. And Ravenwing and Raven Guard don't have. That's why I want to see this edition. A Raven Guard unit that's not fucking Scouts or Phobos. Or if it's Phobos, I want them to have jump
you
pack.
would then need that for White Scars, Imperial Fists.
Yeah, but that's what I want. I want a White Scars bike unit. I want a Raven Guard Assault Marine unit. Imperial Fist like Breacher Bolter unit kind of thing. Iron Hands, bin, Salamanders, either Pyroclasts, the Flamer guys,
yeah,
or the Fire Drag, they're Terminators.
Yeah,
Be really cool. Iron Hands could have. They got Medusae. That's a Terminator unit, I think.
Yeah, because currently in the main codex, the only one that's got its own units essentially is Ultramarines, right?
Yeah. And they have the best unit.
Ultimately, by now, they probably should have their own fucking supplement, realistically.
I keep banging on about it, but for 1 CP in the Titus unit, right? 1 command point, and it's fucking mental in the new edition. 1 command point, you get +2 to charge, and +1 attack. So you got 7-inch charge out of deep strike.
+2 to charge.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right. And plus attack. So on Victrix, which have 5 attacks base, go to 6. If you have the banner, 7.
That sounds like childish glee in your voice, Joe. I'm going to be honest.
And this I have 10. I want 10 of the new. I've painted 5 so far. Tom's got my half of the Marine box because he picked up on Sunday.
He did, yeah.
I want a 10-man Vanguard unit because the Vanguard vet's out of deep strike, 7-inch charge, and there's an enhancement you could put on the character to give him reroll charges.
7-inch rerollable.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And
they're 5/2/2 now, aren't they?
They're and because the enhancement gives you rerolls because you want the captain to do the +2 to charge stratagem, because if you do the stratagem for +2, you cannot do a stratagem to re-roll the charge.
Oh. The same phase.
Yeah. Or you don't give yourself the +2, but you can in the fight phase just give yourself the +1 attack.
He's got it thought about.
Yeah.
You're quite excited about your Ultramarines.
Yeah. The more every model I do, I'm like more hyped. And then people are like, oh, I'm really struggling to pick my army at the moment. I'm like, if you can get through a couple key models or every unit you kind of finish, you're like, yes, done it. And I feel like that accomplishment then drives you to want to do more.
Yeah, okay.
So I literally finished the 4 humans from the Wardens of Ultramar yesterday. So I can try and get my first Victrix unit done. Very excited. Although annoyingly, I built my Blade Guard with really sexy like Ultramarine Stormshot, and now I can't take them to a fucking tournament for Warhammer World. I can't take them because you can't use 3D printed parts on models.
Oh, are they 3D printed?
At Warhammer events, yeah.
That's a shame.
So I need to pick up. I've got a box of Sternguard at home. I need to pick up another box of Sternguard, and then I can just have 20 Sternguard.
Lovely. Sounds good. Right, you guys have been amazing. I believe we've calmed down now. There's no more super chats. There's no more gifteds to get through. We did hit single stream targets for the day. Thank you so much. So that's a couple times in a row now. The Liam and Joe show has hit the super chat target and the members target. You're amazing. Thank you. We appreciate you. We haven't got a game tonight because poor Tom's sick, which is why I've been banging the members drum during the daytime. He's not very well. And England are on the telly with football. You get to watch the World Cup, Joe, now, if you'd like to.
Nah.
No, I didn't.
Could not.
Tomorrow, however, I am back with the Warhammer show at normal time at 7:30, and I'll probably be sweating my nuts off in the house. On Thursday, we do have another Liam and Joe show where I'm going to keep building something. I haven't decided what yet. And then in the evening, we have got a live game of 40k. I can't remember who's playing on Thursday. I think
it's me and Sean.
I think it's you and Sean, and I'm on the dick.
Emma says, what do you mean a non-Phobos Raven Guard unit? They're the sneaky ones. Why wouldn't they get a unique non-hero Phobos unit? Because the problem is, man, is that all the Phobos units in 40k, apart from the Combi Lieutenant, are all toilet.
It is you and Sean on Thursday.
Because infiltrators are great, but their job is literally to stand there.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
Right.
What are they called? The infractors? No.
For who?
The Space Marine. The other one. Not here.
Incursors.
Incursors, yeah. Their job is literally to shoot a bolt gun at someone, and then everyone else gets +1 to hit at them. Reavers are just bad. Because they're slightly better maybe with their 3-inch aura of leadership, but it's pretty meh. Yeah. They're just slightly shitter in assault intercessors. Eliminators are 3 they just don't do anything. They're not fit for purpose.
What we're saying is, for the most part, with the exception of infiltrators, we pretty much hate Phobos stuff.
I feel I would love to see Phobos get a full rules rewrite where they're actually viable. Because as it stands, the concept of a stealthy, sneaky army doesn't work in the game of 40k.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, got all those shows this week. On Friday, like I said, the evening show after dark will be mead-fueled, but earlier. And it will be earlier because Games Workshop have a preview at 7 p.m. British Summer Time, BST. So we'll go live about 10-2, 5-2, 10-2. We'll watch the preview live. We'll talk about it. We'll drink some. We'll probably have an extended stream. Why the fuck not? And that'll be Friday. And then we hit the weekend. And it's supposed to rain at some point because of thunderstorms and stuff. So
yeah.
Cool. Right, you lot have been amazing. You are awesome. Big shout out Joe because he came all this way forgetting that there was no game. And then we're like, we'll do a Liam and Joe show anyway. You lot are amazing for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the super chats. And thank you for all the gifted. Hopefully you've enjoyed the show. If you have and you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button on your way out. That's everything from us for today. Enjoy the football tonight if you're watching it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, one time.